That's a lie. He doesn't pay taxes.
He's a dog. So, just a friendly reminder, we still have those Gen Con tickets up for grabs for whoever can answer the correct trivia question from last week.
We've got Gen Con tickets?
No, I made that up. There was no trivia question either, but you went and ruined it.
Oh. It's not like anyone's watching it right now.
No, but people do watch our replays.
Comment your social security number below if you've caught this episode.
Don't do that. Please don't. Please do not do that. That was a bad idea. All right. Well, I guess that answers that question, doesn't it?
Nope.
The Jacksonville Jacks versus Better Than Nurgle, I hope. And Better Than Nurgle, I hope, is currently winning. Do you think they're going to be Nurgle?
Well, I mean, the name gives a little bit of doubt because it does say I hope.
Yeah, but what do you think it's going to be? I think elves.
I think it's going to be goblins.
So dirty elves.
I think that'd be funny. Better than Nurgle, I hope. And then everyone's like, oh, it's going to be Nurgle. Nope, it's goblins. That's just how my brain works.
No, just regular chaos. Versus...
That was always a possibility. And that actually did come to mind, but I thought it was too obvious. Apparently I was...
Well, picking the obvious choice is an easy way to win the guessing game, but nowhere near as fun.
Yeah.
But giants. I mean, ogres. Ogres are fun.
They're the pummel team. Do they have loner on those guys?
No.
Oh.
But they still have Bonehead.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's maybe a brain cell amongst the ogres. They're not known for their civility.
I could play ogres.
Well, I mean, if you participate in that random team game.
Oh, I am. Do I have to bring my own dice?
I'd pack them just in case.
Hmm.
Do not trust.
All that stuff is at the store. No, it's here at the house.
Some of it is. I'm sure. Oh, I was downsizing the pops in my room so they have more room. And I came across something in one of my keepsake boxes. The special limited edition dice set from the last time we went to Gen Con.
Oh, they do
for their
have those.
50th anniversary.
Well, my boss asked me to pick her up a set.
Yeah. But I have a commemorative 50th anniversary set.
Oh, that's awesome.
I completely forgot I had it. Rogors is stunned. Oh, that's a piling on.
He'll be fine, though.
In 2 turns. Gotta catch his breath.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That's the first reroll down.
But that's okay, because it's ogre time.
It's only turn 9.
Yes. It's ogre time.
Ogre's got the ball. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, it's still on the ground.
So?
Nobody's got the ball. Little Noblar's failed to do anything.
Yeah, that looks like failure.
They haven't tried to pick up the ball yet.
They don't need to yet.
That's where the real failure begins.
Like a time machine. Although you gotta admit, DeLoreans are a pretty cool time machine.
It's the only time machine I'd want.
You know, oh my god, it picked it up.
Problem is, every time you take a cruise on the freeway, you go back in time.
Yeah. You know the reason why the time machine operated at 88 miles an hour, don't you?
No.
Because the fastest the DeLorean could go was 88 miles an hour.
Seriously?
Seriously. The original script had called for the vehicle to go 100 miles an hour. But the car can't do that on its stock engine.
It looked like such a fast car.
Yes!
Wow, that is so bullshit.
You want to know what's even more bullshit? They kept on revising the engine, so now there's something like 11 different types of DeLorean engine setups that you could have. And any one particular problem to your model, year, and make can't necessarily be solved easily because of all the different models.
So what you're saying is that
It's a specialty car, but getting the right mechanic to know what he's doing shouldn't be too much of a problem since it's such an iconic car. They're expensive for a reason. Highly collectible.
maintaining them sounds annoying.
Yes. Definitely that.
I'm not that interested in building my own time machine.
I want one, but I also know where to go for like all the premium parts, because the DeLorean was name was sold, and there's a company in Texas that now owns it and does parts and services specifically for those DeLoreans.
So, let's say you had the option to get a street legal movie replica vehicle from any movie.
Yeah.
Which one would you pick?
Yeah, it's either a tie between the Jurassic Park Jeep, the pristine one from the actual movie,
Yeah.
or an Ecto one with working sirens. Problem is, it's street legal, so you know.
Yeah.
They do about the same in gas, I imagine.
The Tokugawa Tofu Shop 86 from Initial D.
Yeah, the Torino.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, either
One
that
model of Toyota that never made it over to the States but could be imported for exorbitant amount of fees.
or the movie 2 car, the fucking Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the Road Warrior version of the car.
Right.
Beyond Thunderdome was the third film. Somebody pointed out that Mad Max is only the main character of the first Mad Max film.
Yeah, I heard you talk about that.
But then I remember that he is the main character in Beyond Thunderdome. Like, the entire movie revolves around him. He doesn't help out the kids in the plane till halfway through the film.
Well, I mean, they're a side quest.
Yeah. Didn't they kind of become the main quest?
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in years, and the only thing that anyone gets reminded of is the battles in Thunderdome.
It was a good fight scene.
I remember thinking that was a very bleak look at the future
Oh, yeah.
as a kid.
What's even more fucked up is if you watch the first movie, society still exists.
Yeah, that didn't occur to me until I became an adult, and I haven't seen the movies, all of them.
Yeah, like, his wife dies from a biker gang when they go out to a bed and breakfast for the weekend.
Excellent start to an apocalyptic film series.
Yeah. And within 3 years, the oceans are gone.
Have you heard the film theory about the Mad Max, the Tom Hardy one? Wasn't actually Mad Max, but the kid from Thunderdome?
Which kid?
The main kid.
Sure. It's an interesting film theory. I don't know. I think, or better yet, James Bond isn't actually a person. James Bond is just a code name.
Yeah, it's along the same lines, which is why the future is always so much bleaker.
James Bond.
James Bond Jr.
Ah, I love that cartoon.
It was so odd.
His uncle. My uncle, James Bond. Yes, oh, you know of my uncle, James Bond? I am James Bond's nephew, James Bond Jr. Why couldn't James Bond just have a kid in boarding school he never talked to?
Too complicated. I remember watching it after G.I. Joe.
I was not allowed to watch G.I. Joe, but my mom had no problem with James Bond Jr. James Bond's nephew, James Bond Jr.
Parents are so odd.
I know. So your ogre's got the ball. Now what?
Now you gotta break his wall down. Get him to feel things. Help him reevaluate his life. Then steal the ball and go make the touchdown.
Time for the sharing circle.
Game day bucket go boom.
Time for the sharing circle. Open up your heart chakra and tell everybody how you feel.
Jelly beans on toast does not constitute a healthy breakfast.
It does if you eat enough of it.
That's how you get the diabetes. And you know, huff like a walrus on national television to warn people about how you lost a foot.
Well, I mean, people need to know about that.
Yes, they do. But there's a better way.
But, like,
in the form of a musical.
There's no difference between jelly beans on toast and jelly on toast.
One is spreadable and not an abomination to nature.
No, it just... Shut your face. All jelly beans on toast just sounds fucking delicious. See, the problem is you got to mix the jelly beans into the jelly. So
it's like the powdered sugar water glaze that Walmart occasionally puts on its donuts to pass it off as a topping. It's not. It's
that's
bliss.
That's what glaze is made of, essentially.
Hello, Robert.
What's up?
Yeah,
so what
I know.
You do is you take
so gross.
What you do is you take
just wet sugar on a donut.
You take some syrup, like some strawberry jam, and you mix in a bunch of strawberry jelly beans, and then you put that on top of.
Just stop! You're making my teeth hurt.
You put that on top of like a shortbread that you cut to look like Wonder Bread or something like that.
Wonderful bread.
And you serve it to people.
Amazing bread. The breadest.
The breadest.
Bread bruh.
No. But then what would you do in place of peanut butter?
Jelly. No.
Yes.
Avocado.
No.
Banana. Avocado, banana, pepper, and just a whip of sour cream.
You know what? If you eat it first, I'll let you try.
I'm not that brave. But at least, it wasn't like Venture Brothers bad.
I'll eat beans. I'll eat jelly beans on toast.
Blech. You strike me as the kind of nut job that likes the black jelly beans.
Yeah, they taste like black licorice. It's fucking delicious.
Ugh. Black licorice is desperation candy. You eat it because of its sugar, not because you like it.
That's exactly why I learned to love black licorice, because I could buy black licorice and nobody would steal my candy. Until everybody else decided that was such a great idea, they learned to like black licorice too. Because sugar is great like that. It can make you like flavors you don't normally like, just to get more sugar in your system. Just ask people who eat the durian fruit.
I don't want to talk to those people. They're even more nuts.
But black licorice is fucking delicious and amazing once you get used to it. Because sugar is a drug and it wants you to have it. But had I not learned to like black licorice, I never would have learned to like absinthe.
Yeah, my parents weren't always around much either.
And my problem is my parents were always around.
Ah.
The ogre is going so slowly. Alright.
Slowly.
Next weekend, I'm going to a Blood Bowl event where I'm going to be playing
A random.
pre-painted team.
Random.
I have no idea what I'll be playing.
Elves. No.
I don't think they're going to let me keep the team if it's painted. $65? Come on.
That's what I said. What I saw was advertising just primed teams,
Okay.
and you kept the team.
Well, we'll find out what I do with it. Please don't let it be elves. I mean, I'd rather play dwarves than elves.
You might just end up with humans.
Oh, it'd be even worse.
And not just humans, but regular humans. Vanilla.
I'd rather play vanilla humans than human nobility.
Then what if you got those instead?
Ugh.
Get fend.
Oh god, I would be so pissed if I show up and it's nothing but human nobility and black orcs.
Oh yeah, that's
It's like
gonna suck.
get a random pre-prime team and it's literally everybody's playing just
box set.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be so pissed if that happens.
Yeah, now suddenly I'm not so jealous.
I wouldn't mind playing Norse. I'd like to play Norse before I played human nobility.
I don't know if there would be Norse in something like that. Like, I mean, if they did do random teams, what are the odds that you would get the newest team?
Is Norse... Oh yeah. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know if that would be less likely or more likely. You know, is it because there's a lot more of it because it's so new, or is it just, you know, no, because it's new and selling well?
Hope I get halflings.
How about corn? Yeah, see, corn's the same thing, though. I mean, it feels too new, but who knows, right?
You know what? I would play corn. I would play the fuck out of corn. All that frenzy.
Ooh! I would hope to paint them yellow. Call them the
Corn.
cobs.
Oh god, yeah. Huh. The amazing corn.
Oh, ouch. Okay, so true story. I have my Monday Night Blood Bowl screen name somehow tied to my Google and tied to one of my primary Gmail account.
Okay.
And so whenever I make a mobile order to order an unsweetened iced tea from McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
because that's all I order, I've got all these points. I don't order the food. Instead of it coming up as Maze, I got people asking if the order is for like Maisie.
Oh.
I think it's funny. Because, I mean, Maze is like I'd say 5th grade level word.
Yeah. The Sin City Bengals. For corn? What I don't get the joke. Other than... Well, Sin City, that's the Raiders. Las Vegas is the Raiders.
I don't know.
Because Bengals are Cincinnati? Aren't they? I don't know. I don't know real sports ball.
I know a little bit. Like, I could bluff, but...
Well, I know you do NFL teams, because you've actually thrown some really great puns past me.
Arden Key is sent off.
just like, the Bengals aren't the Las Vegas team. That's you're messing some stuff up there, man. Confused my brain.
Yeah, I hear Vegas is all Raider Nation now.
Yeah, it is. Because, oh man, when I was in Vegas,
That's where careers go to die.
I was just in Vegas, and oh my god, it was Raiders fucking everywhere.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, a lot of famous artists, when they're done wanting to tour and their career is just like on a greatest hits albums now, and they go to Vegas and they do shows.
Yeah.
The Raiders are made up of all the pros who have been around for decades, and you know they should have retired but don't want to retire, almost like an all-star team. But you know, older.
So he's just gonna blitz out of there.
Like a lightning rod of lightning roddom.
I forgot what we were talking about. Which is fine by me.
How high are you?
I'm not. I'm sober. I have to drive. I'm tired. Because my day has been emotionally exhausting. And I'm not looking forward to driving an hour home after Blood Bowl. But I also want to do Blood Bowl. So
Blood Bowl.
there you go.
One does not merely bowl, nor blood.
Like, I'm looking forward to going to Gen Con so I can get some sleep.
Ah, yes. Sleep.
At Gen Con!
Ah, yes.
There's no sleeping at Gen Con.
That's like baseball.
Is there crying in baseball?
Yes.
You have break tackle, don't you?
Not personally.
You have break tackle and a +1 to AG, so he's just gonna... I think he's gonna dodge him out and then blitz this guy on his way out.
He's gonna go in like a wrecking ball.
Does he have the movement to score? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nope.
Not with a blitz, he does. Well, that'd be 2 GFIs.
He has to just hit that one guy and then hope for the best. Throw some goblins to screen around him.
You'd think you could just step right over those little goblin fuckers.
You'd think. Ha! Yep, there it is. Yep, there he is.
And then he's
And
gonna do
there
it.
he goes.
And then it's 2 GFIs to score.
No. Yeah, see, he's not chancing it.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna do a nice little.
He's got one Goatman pinned down already.
Honestly, that's not so bad with the stunty and the twitchy.
Yep. Not how I would have defended him, but you know.
Do what you got, right?
Right. Oh, he's fouling.
Nice! And it failed.
Sure, that's an action you can do.
So, I'm thinking, starting next week, we should start messaging the people we're watching and let them know that they're being watched. Like at the beginning of the game, just let them know that they're live on YouTube.
Coming to you live on YouTube, you're on Monday Night Blood Bowl.
Because, I don't like the fact that the people we're watching don't know they're being watched.
I do. It gives me a god complex. And if they break that illusion, they'll know that they are not being that they are being watched by mere mortals. And I shan't have it. I shan't.
Well, in that case, we should find a team. We can tell one coach that we're following the game,
Why one?
so we can follow that coach. Or, other way, we could like view the game from the point of view of the person playing against the person we told we're watching.
So they can see themselves play from their phone while they're playing?
If they so desire, while we make stupid commentary.
That would be an interesting way to slowly grow our following. Just Blood Bowl coaches be like, I wonder if those two assholes are going to be watching and criticizing us. What do you mean criticizing? Last week all they did was talk about smoking weed and made weird, vague references that we couldn't understand.
Yeah, but they called you an ass.
I might be doing another league soon, having a tough choice of my Stone Mountain 40 Miners Dwarf and Sewerville Rippers Underworld Denizen. I'm partial to the Denizens because, you know, it's like a sampler plate. You get to try out goblins, you get to try out Skaven. You get to try them together.
Yeah, the only thing that would make that better is if I could, like...
Have more of some of the positionals.
I would like to have 4 gutter runners.
Well, then play Skaven. This is a sampler plate. This is for, I don't want to make a decision.
But I want goblins.
Yes.
And gutter runners.
Then you get 1 gutter runner.
Because I want to be able to throw goblins.
Sampler.
Fine. Okay. I have a team idea.
I had one of those ones. Tell me yours.
Okay. So it's a troll,
Right?
9 goblins,
Sure.
and a gutter runner.
What flavor?
Underworld Denzians.
Right. Huh. Say it again?
Okay. So there's 16 total
Yes.
on the team. Okay.
Yes.
14 of them are goblins,
Right.
a troll,
Sure.
and a gutter runner.
A troll and a gutter runner.
And then just nothing but goblins. Full roster of 16.
No line rats?
No.
No pogoers?
No.
Chainsaws?
No.
Bombardiers?
Those don't. You can't get any of those on Underworld. Those are all
Thought you
straight
could.
goblin. No, those are all straight goblin.
I'm not so sure about that. But I'm not so sure about a lot of things.
Either way,
This sounds like something that would be easily looked up.
I'm gonna find a league when Blood Bowl 3 comes out.
You guys are like the 2 old guys in the Muppet Show.
Thank you.
Have you heard the rumor that
Oh, he apothecaried it and substitutes.
Okay. That would have been... That's why you save your apothecary.
Good score, old man. Good score. Now the game is tied.
Now it's tied. Now the J's have to just hold them off. So there's a fan theory that Stantler and Waldorf were actually a couple.
I heard that theory. That's a... Oh, he had a shit ton knocked out.
Like that dead and injured one.
No, the Noblars had a lot off the field.
Well, yeah, they're Noblars. They're disposable. They're not
but-
really people.
Yeah, but now it's kind of a detriment. Because you're going to kick Chaos the ball, and Chaos can score in 3 turns. They can.
Yep, and he's planning for that.
Assuming they pick up the ball.
See? He's planning for that.
You know what that's like, Robert, right? Dwarves trying to pick up balls is the same as goblins. Or
Gobnobblers.
Troll? No. Ogres. Ogres!
Spiky dudes.
Spiky dudes!
Like, what are they really trying to say with that many spikes?
Don't 3D print me.
No, I feel like it's a compensation thing. Because I've seen some very good 3D printed horns.
Don't download this fig.
You wouldn't download a car. The new BMW is... have you heard about that?
No.
Okay, so the heated seat options can be installed in the car, and you have the option of paying for a download code to be able to use your heated seats later. Cars now come with DLC. And people are memeing the hell out of it with the whole, you wouldn't download a car.
Bold of you to assume.
And people are already talking about how to circumvent the lockout.
Oh. High kick.
All my kicks are high right now. For those of you at home and couldn't see, I actually did try to... No. There we go. There we go. See?
Hey.
I kick.
Get your feet off the camera.
My feet aren't on the camera. The camera is like a dog and a quarter length away. We're Americans. We measure in everything other than rational units of measurement.
Yeah, but I'm wondering how much longer... Like, why would you add a quarter to the end of a dog? Like,
well,
a dog...
it's the length of our dog.
A dog is this big. A quarter is this wide. You're saying this big plus this?
No. A quarter of a dog.
Ew.
Unit of measurement.
Why?
Dog.
Why would you cut a dog up just to measure something?
Why would we cut anything up to measure something? It's the American way.
That's why I like using coinage. Like a quarter, I understand how big that is.
A quarter of something is 1/4 of its
Yeah,
total
25
size.
cents is a quarter of a dollar. That's
It's 25% of the mass or length.
and a quarter is 1/4 of a dollar if you
Right.
fold the dollar. To
Which
be
is why
one.
I said it's
You have to
about a
fold the
dog
do-
and a quarter's
you have
length
to, you have
away.
to, you have to
I
fold,
mean,
you have to
if-
fold the dollar until it's exactly
it's a
4
do-
times the size of a quarter. But at that point,
It's a dog and a half if we're not, leaning forward on the edge of the seat.
yeah, I just really don't like the idea of you like mutilating animals to measure things.
Okay, fine. Do you want to do it in giraffe lengths instead? Because then we're talking really small units. Do you know how many slivers of giraffe it is between here and the camera?
Yeah, 1/27th. That's easy.
Then what's the issue?
What issue?
Oh, God, I'm going to punch you. No.
Ah.
I've got a room with an extra pair of fucking rubber sandals. I'm going to beat you with a pair of rubber shoes.
Childhood memories. Time 50. Yeah, he's going to try to score.
He's going to try. He's not going to be able to.
I think he will.
This ogre player knows what he's doing. And I was wrong.
They're scoring. This game is over.
It is Chaos's game to lose. Right here on Monday Night Blood Bowl, home of the OrKK.
The brand we believe in.
I really do want to get like strange OrKK boxes going for sale on a merchant store. Like you order it, and it's gonna be like just these weird components.
It's like string and tape and shit.
Right, like a MacGyver kit. But it's a special OrKK box. It's got the logo on it. This
we
month's
still never
theme
designed.
is discount bin. Random shit from Walmart we got for 20 cents. And for the $20 boxes, a soda. What kind? House brand.
Safeway Select, motherfucker. Safeway
man.
Select.
I loved Safeway Select.
Loved.
Yes.
Love. Wait, do they still make Safeway Select?
Yeah, but it's got corn syrup in it. Originally in the 80s, it was sugar, and it was so good. Like, they had the best cream soda.
They did.
They had the best strawberry soda.
Okay, I'm gonna go off on a fucking rant here for a second. Because I am sick and fucking tired of being in drive-thru lines, and the person says, "What flavor soda would you like?" And I say, "I'll take a cola." And they go, "We only have Pepsi." Yeah, that's why it's called Pepsi Cola.
Originally, it used to be called Bradley's drink.
I don't get the reference, but okay.
No, that's what it was. That's what Pepsi was originally called.
Who's Bradley, and why should I give a fuck?
I liked Western Family. Yeah, Western Family was okay, but Safeway Select was just like, especially in the 80s.
You know what I miss? And you know what? Fuck them for getting rid of it. OK Soda.
I think you can still get it, but you have to special order it. Like it's regional.
Also, Pepsi Clear.
I think that's available in Canada.
Too far.
I think you have to order it. Let's take a look. Use that. Google. OK Cola.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember seeing that once. Okay.
Blitz! Ooh, got the POW. Shaquille Griffin is injured. Ogre down. Lose a point of movement allowance. Alright,
Okay,
now's the
so I
time to
guess
vote.
it's-
We're going to be watching a replay next. Now's the time to get your votes in for what race combinations you want to watch. So, otherwise, yeah, now's your chance.
Apparently, A&W is my go-to for root beer and cream soda. Yeah, it's definitely the best these days.
Mine is Henry Weinhardt's. But
all of it feels too commercial for my taste. I really do like the natural selection stuff. Because sometimes you never know what you're going to get. You got to taste around on the brands. Sometimes you get something really, really good. Sometimes you get something average. And sometimes it's just not for you.
you're about to give me an update on the OK Soda.
Oh yeah, discontinued.
Okay.
And it was originally a off-brand of Coca-Cola.
Yeah. It was something that Coca-Cola made. Otherwise, it's just a cola. Right? Oh, you could have won! You put up no defensive screen!
I don't think he expected that.
He should have.
I was spiked when I was 5 when drinking mug root beer. Can't drink it. Oh. Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Manhurts is down.
What was the one that I tried that was really good? That'll come to me.
Turnover. There are a couple I really miss. No, I love Henry's. I love their cream soda. I love their orange sickle.
You know who made a really good soda?
Who?
Snapple.
Snapple Cola?
Snapple made all the same soda flavors.
Yeah, I remember. I used to drink Snapple Cola.
Oh, so good.
Oh, okay. Snapple Elements.
Oh,
The Rain.
God,
The
fire.
Oh, Rain. What? How? Why? Why did they get rid of those? You some bitches.
And when they were in the metal bottles. That was so cool.
Well, I mean, I like the glass one because when you spun it, you could make a little tornado in them.
Right.
Oh, I love doing that. When they moved to metal, I stopped buying them because I couldn't make the tornadoes.
I think they still make Jolt. Unless
They still make Jolt.
I remember when you could get the large ass energy drink style cans of Jolt at Walmart. That stuff was so good. I love the blue one. I love the blue one. Another drink that I really miss though, Josta.
I don't know that one.
Josta was amazing. It was the first proto energy drink. It had guarana in it.
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
a cola, red label, but it had like this jaguar on it.
I never drank it, but I remember it.
Oh. Of according to legend, it killed a kid. Made his heart explode.
I remember hearing that.
Like, I'm sure I could Google it and find out, but I really don't want to know. But there was people who were trying to clone the recipe for years, and Snapple elements were actually a big part of that. And then Snapple discontinued them, and the Josta community just pretty much said, fuck it, we give up. And I'm like, okay.
Nothing interesting with the dice today.
Not even that death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was interesting. But yeah.
Up until it was Apothecary, and it was just like, okay, fine. On with the game.
Alright, so replay. What are we watching? I've asked the internet for their input, and the internet has remained silent. That's right, Robert. You are the entire internet right now.
You are the internet. What team do you think you're most likely to pull at the con?
Lizard men?
You really think so?
I hope not. Alright, we'll do lizard men, but we're not doing the other thing.
Wait, did you remove the barrier? Oh.
YouTube.
Gotcha.
We switched off of Twitch.
C'est la vie. 'Twas the old way.
You know what?
We used to be gods on Twitch. We used to have control and power, and we could prevent the peasantry from using that dirty word. And now we are reduced to mere middle-aged mortals with nothing to do on a Monday night. We're probably not going to be able to do Monday Night Blood Bowl next week.
Oh, yes, because we'll be at Gen Con.
No.
We'll be coming home from Gen Con.
Yes. We'll be at the airport when we're supposed to go live. Ooh, we could live stream the return trip. That would really bore. Actually, the irony of it is I'd probably become the most watched Monday Night Blood Bowl video. Well, the rest of the time, just one of them's high and the other guy's just sitting there.
Well, I'm going to be
Blood Bowl.
I'm going to try and do a bit of streaming from the con.
It was all an illusion.
We got Scarosauruses Are Us playing at the Toy Box.
Huh. Alright, that's good. Yeah, yep. More dudes. We see that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Amazon
versus the Sheezers.
I don't get it, but okay. What I'm hoping to see is named characters. Ooh. My alphabets were haunted. I see he's wearing the purple pants. That's the color of Lizard Man blood.
Why is Lizard Man blood purple? And why did you feel the need to whisper this interesting fact into my ear instead of loudly proclaiming it into the internet?
Well, number one, it's a buried state secret. The reason why you never see dead lizard men is because they're going to kill you before you have a chance to. That's why not many people actually know the color of their blood. And in answer to the very first question as to why it is, because
I forgot to pull the movies off the shelf I wanted to keep. I guess it's a good thing. Blitz!
Pirate Radio.
Pirate Radio is a fantastic film.
Lies.
True lies, no less. No, it's True Blood. Never mind. Wrong film.
You were thinking of the movie with Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah.
Me too. So I knew what you meant.
Unlike True Blood, which is only interesting for the first season because that's where all the boobs are. That's
Boobs?
what HBO does. They give you boobs in the first season and then no more boobs.
Here's some boobs.
Like Game
And
of
all the-
Thrones. Game of Thrones was just boobs and boobs and boobs, and then suddenly by season 4, no boobs.
They got it
Like-
out of their system.
I don't think I saw a single boob all of season 4.
Well, they already had you hooked on the storyline by that point. They didn't need boobs.
I didn't watch the show for the boobs, admittedly, but they did make the show a lot more fun.
More approachable.
Yeah.
Good thing, too, because apparently they thought it was okay to include a Game of Thrones character in their free-to-play, all-ages Smash Brothers clone.
Oh, excellent. Which character? Greyjoy?
Arya Stark.
Oh. If it was Greyjoy, that would have been funny.
I don't know why they chose who they chose, but they did.
Well, because you can't fight as Jon Snow, you can't die.
I don't think anyone died
And
in the game. Like it was using KOs. KO!
that's kind of my point. Jon Snow can't die. Can't KO him.
A knockout isn't a death.
Except maybe his career.
No.
I know they teased him as a character in a Marvel film, but let's face it, that tease came out of a Marvel film that nobody watched.
I watched it.
Yeah, I was I paid money to see it. I wouldn't say I watched it. That was a terrible movie.
I thought it was okay.
It
They rushed a lot of things.
could have been a TV series so much better. And I don't say that often about Marvel films because it's not true. Marvel films are meant to be very...
Or even if they did, they should have had a more interesting villain and spread it out over a couple of movies.
Yeah,
2 Eternals movies would have been about right.
or even 3, honestly.
I mean, if they had a good enough plot.
There was enough plot there to fill 3 films. Easily.
And now we'll never get to see the sequel movie.
Because the first one didn't make enough money for them to give a shit.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt they did. Unless they're integral to the overall story. In which case, they're going to have a hard time with the sequel movie. But if they really believe in it, that will be interesting.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy was a bad move for Disney. Because it proved... Because I think they learned the long lesson from it. Because the lesson I learned from Guardians of the Galaxy is any property can make money if you do it well. What I think they learned from Guardians of the Galaxy is any property will make money.
Yeah. Even long-time comics fans were like, wait,
Eternals?
why
Really?
are we doing an Eternals here? What's going on? Although I like the idea of the Celestials, they brought them into vogue.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're just kind of Easter eggs in other Marvel films.
Which is still fine by me for now. I mean, let's face it, Thanos was just an Easter egg until he wasn't. Easter eggs, I don't know. Easter eggs mean one of 3 things. A tease, a treat, or an accident. So if it's a tease, it means it's gonna be big later. If it's a treat, it means ooh yay cool. And an accident is just like something for people to read into. Now the question is, what kind of Easter egg is it? A tease or a treat?
Depends on what you think of the Eternals movie. I think.
And what they're gonna do with the Celestials.
Yep.
So at this point, we don't know. So I think we should just enjoy the process. I mean, until they let us down forever. Okay, yes. The Eternals was utterly a shit film, and I was disappointed leaving the theater. But Doctor Strange was fantastic, so...
I've heard a lot of people decry that one, too.
Yeah, but I don't care, because I liked it. So, you know...
There's a lot of shocking moments.
I really don't care what people say when they don't like a film I liked, because I liked it, and their opinions don't matter anymore.
That's fair.
Now, if I don't like a film, I'll listen to other people tell me why they didn't like it, but that's okay. I already didn't like the film as well. Same with if I loved a film. I loved listening to people talk about how much they loved a film I also love. But, yeah, no. I could really give a shit why people don't like things I like.
I almost bought an air fryer.
Weird segue, but okay. Sorry, air fryer, not a Segway.
Yeah, those are expensive.
I almost bought a Segway.
Do.
Why an air fryer?
Because, you know, tater tots, I love them. But the one place that serves really good tater tots charges a lot for them, and rightfully so.
Because they make the best tater tots in 3 states?
Oh, God. I could get even fatter on their tater tots.
We were talking about Taco Time, right?
Better than Taco Time.
I do not believe you. Where?
Big Tom's.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
But Taco Times are really good. I like the quantity you get for the price. But with an air fryer, I could air fry my own tater tots and have those crisp, crunchy, overly salted, high carbs at my fingertips.
I learned how to make my own tater tots.
At my fingertips.
It involves parboiling potatoes.
I'm willing to go to the length of getting an air fryer and frying store-bought tater tots. At a certain point, making them feels like a huge consumption of my time that I would rather not invest.
I found it to be an enjoyable experience.
I'm glad. I will not do it by hand.
I cannot think of a single event where I would want to... Like, no, yeah... If I did that, I'd have to make like a full fucking like batch of a couple hundred of them for like a party or something.
Right.
It is a lot of effort because you got to parboil everything, and then you got to do other shit,
and
then you got to get hit because you rolled a skull, and that lizard man is giant.
And he's got the ball, and that turn is over. OrKK play of the day. Let's rewind that.
Can't.
Or not.
Out of reroll.
Already?
Yep. No, they just chose.
Yeah.
No, they're out of rerolls.
You gotta have 4 of them.
Sega.
Ooh. Oh shit, that's what I forgot to check.
You have not been checking to see if they are named.
Lizards are. I just can't read them very well.
No strip ball for you.
Oh. Oh.
Prehensile tail.
Post-tensile tail.
Prehensile, post-tensile, out of the way, that
I really
bitch
want
is
onion
on
rings,
the
too.
ground.
Love onion rings.
Speaking of, I need to buy some air filters.
For onion rings?
For jerky.
Oh. Jerky is like the onion ring of the meat.
I need to buy some air filters, and I need to buy a new box fan.
I think I'm just hungry. Nintendo!
Nintendo don't.
is a Toys R Us reference.
Yes.
Things you could buy at Toys R Us in the 80s, probably. Like a Nintendo! I saw Mario 3 for sale at Toys R Us. Back when you had to pull a slip and take it up and buy it at the cash register. And then you had to go up to this guns locker to get your Nintendo game.
Because they didn't trust kids.
They didn't trust kids.
And rightfully so. I would have stolen all of them. The Simpsons taught me that it's okay to steal video games.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Yeah, me too.
I remember watching it when it first aired.
Me as well.
I remember the meal I was eating that night.
I do not.
Kid cuisine. It was a deep fried chicken leg. Came out really rubbery.
Yeah, it was kid cuisine.
How did my stomach not die of cancer?
Oh, kid cuisine skips the stomach entirely and goes straight to the diarrhea.
Pre-lubed.
Yeah.
It's right through
It's just
you.
ready for you.
You know what I really miss? What I really, really, really miss? The green cream Ninja Turtles pies.
I know. Every time we talk about food from our childhood, you bring those up, and every single time, time, I want to punch you in the neck because I miss them too. But the only thing I miss more than those are the fucking Ecto Cooler High C.
Those lasted for so long. They even brought it back.
I know, and it was fucking great. You know the other thing, I only ever found it at my local swap meet, but like those liquid candy, you know, like those liquid,
Yeah.
You lick them, they're like melted Jolly Ranchers in a tube.
Yeah, like a squeeze tube, almost like a squeeze
It's
toothpaste.
a squeeze tube of melted Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
And the only time I ever bought one and actually like thought it tasted good, it was not Ninja Turtles. It was
Slimer one.
Yeah, the Slimer one.
Yeah, I remember those.
I used to get them at the local swap meet. Yeah, sit down.
Slimer was like the Baja Blast flavor of his era.
Yeah, he really was everywhere.
I wonder if it could be possible to get a writing campaign going to pressure Hostess to make the turtle pies again.
Internet, give us turtle pies. We need to do this every time we air. We need to be asking for.
Dear Hostess, we're old. We want to eat our childhood. Bring back turtle pies. God, those were so awesome.
Okay, so it's time to get on Twitter. It's time to get on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and everything else that corporate media follows, and like on all the Hostess tags, tag us eating Little Debbie's, and be all like, because it's not a
not a turtle pie.
Yeah, or whatever the fucking things were called. Because it's not a, whatever it's called.
Oh, God. Let's see if there's one going. That sounds like something... Ninja Turtle pies.
Well, the game is currently 0-0 at 9. At the beginning of the second half. This shit is...
What is it? What do you call it when you get the signatures to do the thing?
Petition.
Oh, good. There it is. Thank you, autocorrect. I am high, and I need your help.
Yes. Is there a petition to bring back the...
Change.org. Let's see how recent. Ooh. How old is this?
Who cares? Revive it.
Updates 1,500 1 week ago. Oh man, they've been doing this for 3 years.
Excellent. How do we make that happen? We should blast that everywhere. I want those now.
Yes. We will save that for later. Yes, Ninja Turtle pies. I'm surprised they didn't bring them back for any of the Michael Bay movies.
Did Michael Bay do Ninja Turtle? Oh, yeah, he did do Ninja Turtles.
He did 2 of them. I felt gross watching the first one.
Did you bother watching the second?
Nope.
Excellent. You learned a lesson.
He lost me with all the sexual harassment from the Turtles on April. I was just like, oh, like I didn't even think I finished the first movie.
I'd like to point out that in the very first live-action film, like, Michelangelo flirted.
Yeah,
But just that.
Yeah, I know. Michelangelo in the Bay movies was very gross.
I've yet to see the Bay. I've yet to. Probably
Don't do
never
it.
will.
Don't do it.
It's bad enough I'm addicted to his Transformers films.
Well, that's because each one has more than meets the eye. It's a marketing campaign as well to sell action figures, which is why you generally don't see the same Transformer twice.
Well, of course not. Also, it doesn't matter which Transformer films you watch and in what order, because they don't matter. Like, I'm missing an entire Transformers film, and I have missed nothing from the storyline.
Yeah, 1 minute they're using Sam Witwicky, then next thing you know, it's Marky Mark.
I don't know why they decided to go with a different point of view character.
There's a falling out with Megan Fox, and Hole's kid had lost his mind. Goddamn, what was his name?
Shia LaBeouf.
That's it, Shia LaBeouf.
He did some really good art house pieces while he was out there, though. And I don't think he lost his mind. I just think he decided to, like, go crazy for a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm guessing being famous is a lot of weird pressures.
Yeah, Disney isn't known to take care of its young artists.
Yeah.
They're very exploitative.
And there is a fantastic film called Nymphomaniac that he starred in.
Yes.
Had you were going to score, you didn't have to do that.
Are these all level 1 guys?
Level
No.
2.
I'm just wondering if we're playing for keeps or what's going on, you know?
Yeah, the problem is that we never get to actually figure that out.
Okoyopus polamusa. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a custom name. Oh, why? Yeah, good for you, but
That's why. She's not getting that ball.
He doesn't have anything, not even prehensile tail.
Yeah. What's that got to do with the fact that now she's got to try to pick up that ball with a tackle zone? Right there on the end zone. That's a 50% chance to pick up the ball.
You know what I never understood?
Midgets that think they're people?
Why Oriental flavored ramen didn't really have a flavor.
Yeah, it does. I just don't know what it is. I know that because I once made ramen without a cereal pack, without a flavor packet, and it was just nasty.
Yeah, it made it taste like salt water to me.
Yeah.
Of course, this is just like, you know, the 5 for 88 cents, 10 for 88 cents, super cheap brand.
Yeah, me too.
Atari! Oh,
We were both poor growing up.
government cheese. I once remember going to the Salvation Army and getting a box of Fruit Loops.
I remember living at the Salvation Army for a little bit.
I lived in a Motel 6 once.
Me too.
We probably went to the same school. Oh, bad neighborhoods.
No, I was in Ephrata. Have you ever heard of Ephrata?
No,
Exactly.
I was in Stockton. Have you ever heard of Stockton?
Yes.
Exactly.
I was in a town so small, you live near it, never heard of it.
I was in a town so dangerous, drug deals went on in the local arcade. They had to shut it down because a kid got shot.
Okay, that sounds like my
It's tragic.
That sounds like my actual
I
hometown.
loved that arcade. It was called Oz. They had the Ninja Turtles arcade. And it was the 80s.
Keep hoping my lottery investment will come through. I'm just going to open up like an old classic arcade with nothing but old classic games, and everything will still just take a quarter.
I wish I had the space and the money for it, but One Up Arcade has this bundle at Best Buy. It comes with it's the Turtles machine for 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the proper riser for it, and a bar stool, a custom bar stool. It's beautiful. All for $500.
Yeah.
And it's got built-in Wi-Fi, so you can compete with other people online.
I would open up an arcade with no claw machine games. None of that ticket bullshit. Or better yet, you get tickets from high scores on actual games.
I would still have the redemption games, but I would have it limited.
Sure.
I also wouldn't have all the prizes at exorbitant ticket amounts.
Well, to be fair, like the whole point of those games is to win useless shit.
Right. But I always wanted to have, actual good prizes.
Like an Xbox. You just have to spend like
A lot of tickets, yeah.
5 times more on tickets than you would just buying an Xbox.
Probably. But the achievement. Especially if you're a smart kid and you plan 2 generation cycles out, knowing you're going to want to be a gamer in the future.
What you saving up for? PlayStation 6? You're an idiot. The PlayStation 6 isn't out yet. They're on the PlayStation 5. It's like, I know, but I only got a $10 a month allowance.
Yeah. Give me a few years.
Just stacking up little tickets at home.
Yeah. Exactly. What you think, Boo?
Dodge!
Caravan!
Moving to the country.
I ate a jar of peaches.
Gonna fuck a lot of peaches.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Moving to the country.
There's a pit inside each one.
Gonna stick my dick inside a peach tree. Only in Georgia.
Made in Georgia.
Sticking my dick in a peach tree in Georgia.
Okay, so what if James and the Giant Peach was just like a metaphor for childbirth? Because there's a part where James is literally emerging from the giant peach.
Here's the thing. I don't think there was a single Ronald Dahl story I didn't like, except that one. And honestly, I just never got into it. We kept watching it in school, and I kept getting bored and distracted every time the teacher showed it to us. Could never follow it.
Kind of weird.
But like the witches, totally. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all over that shit. Like it fucked me up.
Witches was the one that got to me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The idea that someone can change you into something small and weak, like a mouse, that bothered me.
Yeah.
I think that was the first the movie that they showed on Saturday mornings. I think that's the one that kind of told me you can't really trust adults.
The Witches film? Huh.
Yeah.
I got that by watching You Can't Do That on Television.
Huh.
My mother forbade that show because she didn't like the way they portrayed adults on it. She found it disrespectful.
Oh, so she understood the point of the show.
Yeah. Atari is dead. Nobody's going to argue that.
Except the people that bought the new Atari.
The Jaguar?
No.
Oh, there's a newer one?
Yeah. Atari just released one. A new console.
Is it doing well?
Eh.
Is it interesting?
Eh.
Does it do anything?
It's got a storefront you can download games from.
Okay.
It's basically an overglorified emulator.
Why is
in
everything
the shape of an Atari?
Why is everything just the PlayStation Mini you bought me for my birthday? Nothing but an overglorified emulator.
Yep.
That's not what I want when I buy things like that, or when people buy those things for me. They need to stop doing that shit.
I really liked the mini SNES.
Yeah, but
I loved the idea of not having to get up to change my games.
I don't find that a glorified emulator. I find that to be a proper emulator, essentially. It's not an emulator. It's a... The games were correct. Everything looked right.
It was well curated.
Yes.
And the PlayStation comes up as a cash grab that you have to basically modify to get any kind of good games out of it.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy Battle Arena Toshinden.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
And Final Fantasy VII being on there is nice, and so is... Yep. But honestly...
Feed the starter.
But honestly, here's my issue. If PlayStation brings out a PlayStation Mini, and there are games that have been out for 30 plus years, an emulator like that shouldn't have 15 games on it. It should have 700.
Yeah, honestly, PlayStation's games don't take up a whole lot of space, memory-wise.
Or like even the Super Nintendo one you bought, or the Nintendo one. It should have
a
lot of fucking games on it. It should not have...
The NES was...
Some.
The NES was a good one. You had a larger library. You had many iconic games. You had a lot of good games that people forgot about as well.
Yeah, and the PlayStation just shot all over that.
The SNES did need more games, but like I was able to modify mine.
Oh no!
That rock was thrown.
No, that was a pitch invasion.
That pitch got invaded hardcore.
And a lot of lizards lost. A lot of lizards got knocked the fuck out. I don't think a single... Yeah, just lizards. No.
Oops, all lizards.
2 Amazons.
2? Yeah, or 3.
2. The other Amazon with the red circle had gone.
And run away.
Run away!
Oh, she's gonna get hit. She's gonna get hit hard. She's still gonna get hit. Okay, you're making it a little challenging.
Hello?
He's gonna beat her off and then he's gonna blitz. Okay. Not the direction I was expecting.
Here comes the blitz.
Boom goes the dynamite. Follow up. Oh.
Yeah, she has dodge.
That's just cheating, kitty.
Cheating kitty!
Cheating kitty. Apparently they brought the Canadian seltzer waters back.
Okay. Didn't even know there was such a thing.
Oh.
But that's 2-1 for the Amazon so
There's
far.
no water. Oh. I found it. It got knocked over.
Oh. There's another idea. Okay, I need to check my lottery ticket, see if I'm the guy who won the $1 billion. Buy Sega. Just to re-release a decent console. Or Atari. Excuse me. Atari. Better idea. Why not?
The amount of money it would take to get that research and development to compete against the current big three.
I wouldn't want to compete against the big three. I would want to be an indie. Almost like a Steam box.
Nope. I'm going to stop you right there. You will be pissing away your entire fortune.
Who cares?
Alright.
I don't have it. No, honestly, if I had that kind of money, I'd try to get that MMO I was talking about made.
Yeah. And that's the game.
That is the game. That was fairly intense. I felt really bad for Atari again. But I feel bad for Atari literally every time they make the news.
Oh shit, they got the star player points.
Uh-huh.
Oofda. 3, 6, 7, 10, 11 for the Amazons.
Yeah.
Versus 3.
That
For
was
Sega!
That was a fucked up game.
So fucked.
But
All the fucked.
dice rolls are pretty standard and boring, though.
I said fucked. Good.
Block dice, 20... Oh, shit. 10 skulls to 10... 22 skulls to 10 pals.
And they still managed to lose.
Well, yeah. It's a lot of skulls. Meanwhile, it's fine, I guess. Not as interesting. Anyways, I'm Ginger Jesus.
I'm Maze.
See you next Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific Stoner. No, I'll be at GenCon.
Jet will be coming home from Gen Con.
So
we'll have our geek tans from being under the phosphorescent lights for hours. We'll be malnourished and bloated. We'll look like walking human corpses.
So basically, post-con.
Right.
Have a good one, y'alls, and remember,
Later.
Be good to yourselves out there.
And party on, dudes!
Party on, dudes. Oh, shit. This is a history report.